In this Code.org tutorial, it's the end of course project. Ta-da! Yep, let's go.
And let's see what we have. I really like the idea of this airplane game. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at all of this. So if I hit run, my plane will go up and down, clouds and coins and boop, boop. And we can see all that it does, right? Set the coin X position to 600, set its Y, it's up and down to random, wall down. If I hit a cloud, I shake, and I get a random color change. I want to make a game like this, so I'm going to reset, and I'm going to get started on an awesome game, just somewhat similar to that. So choose from the following, create a Sprite Lab project and an artist. I'll start with this one. And like I said, I'm going to do a plain like project. Let me pick out a costume. Oh, I don't need an ear. Oh, I love the idea of a hot air balloon. I'm going to do that. Cool. So that will be my main thing. And then, ooh, I actually love this. We're going to do a grainy flying alien thing. That's going to be my quote unquote clouds. Cool. Might actually change the color too. Heh, my special type. Okay. Now, we need it to appear, so we've done this stuff a lot before. I'll use a repeat, somewhat similar to what they did. And they showed us that code too, so it's a good clue as to how to make it. And I'm going to make 3 of my alien thing, 1 of my player. Now my player is going to go way over here. And then this alien thing, I should actually... Nah, that's fine. I'll just have 2 of them. Ooh, they're kind of hard to dodge. My guy's little, though. Okay, I'm going to do 2. And then I'm going to do what they did and do a behavior here. Alien thing, and... Ooh, so they had moving west and wrapping. I only have moving west. Let me look at this, though. Ooh. And respawn, I'll call mine. So I'm going to have a move west, which this already occurs. I'm moving west. But when I get here, what do I want it to do? I want it to kind of appear back over here. So to do that, I'm going to have... Not that, but this sprite. So whatever sprite I'm using. This sprite's not going to jump to a random location. Instead, I'll say somewhere way over here. So 395 for X. And 219 for Y. Ooh, I like this one more, and I'll show you why. So, I'm going to do 400 for X, because I know that's this far side. And then for Y, since Y is up and down, I'm going to go ahead and use a random number from 1, I'll say from 20 to 380. Something like this. Because then it'll be here to here. Maybe I'll say 50, 350. Cool. So now what it will do is move west and respawn here when I need. I just need to make sure to attach, and that is it. My behavior's there. Okay. And then they also had a coin. Mine's going to be a donut. I'm going to start my first one. No, I guess I should do random. Randomly. But then I'm also going to want this donut to do the same thing. Moving west and then respawn. I'm going to change the size of the donut too. Put that to make it harder to get. Okay, and now when I hit run, all this happens. Now what? So I'll set the background color to run random, and I'm going to say yum. I'll move 10 to the south when down's best. And then if I hit one of the bad guys, I'm going to say ouch, and then actually I'll set my background color to red first, and I'm going to say ouch. Let's see if this all works. Nope. So let's see what I did wrong. So this needs an if. So if the X position is less than 0, it'll be off the screen. And then, and only then, will it move. Randomly. However, I lost that one. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh, get a yum. Yum! Well, this is hard. Yum! I always get it. So I might switch it up a bit, but you can see what's happening. If that happens, I will reset them over here. The background will go red. I'd probably, to make this easier, change the size of these guys. Maybe a bit bigger than the coin. Something like this. And then when, background randomly turns, I can move them around. I got a game. I hope yours is really cool too. Keep in mind, I'm using a loop to repeat this twice. These are similar to functions. The code is stored below. When this happens, when I hit the other side, we move this sprite, whichever sprite it's attached to, which is this guy here, or this guy, whenever they hit the other side. That's what this means. And their x position is less than 0. 0 is over on this side. Then, and only then, if that's all true, their 0 is less, this sprite will then respawn 400, which is over here x, y's, and a random location y between 50 and 350. This is 0 to 400 here. And I hope you found something really cool to design as well. Onward. And now I'm going to do a drawing one. Alright, I would like their example for this one as well, so I'll base mine somewhat off that. I'm going to speed this up, and I'll talk about it more when I get some of the code down. Now, I really love this. I'm going to do a repeat. So I'm loving this. I'm just going to throw a jump to middle on it, which I know is 200, 200. I'm going to do a repeat. Oh no, I'm going to turn just a little bit so I get it a bit off kilter. And I'm going to put all of this in here. So I reset thick and everything else. That is mine. I could even do something as much as this will shift them. Awesome. I love it. I hope yours is really cool too. We've gone through so much content in this course. So 3 times over what's happening here. Once again, I am setting a thickness of 2. I'm using a counter. I start by 5. I go all the way up to 200. I count up by 5. I'm picking a random color. The width is set to whatever thick is equal to. I check if counter is greater than 125, and then I start increasing thickness. I turn right slightly to give me this almost hexagonal shape. After all of that, after moving through this, getting all the way up to 200, thickness does increase at the end. After getting up to 200, I jump to the center, which is 200, 200. I move forward 1, which is why these are darker, or move forward by 30 because the thickness is still set. Turn right 14 degrees and do all of this again 3 times. But hope yours is really cool.